Hey everybody, in this video we're going to go over why SEO still matters in today's world of AI search. Now there's been a ton of naysayers online, you probably heard some of them, they're like, SEO is dead, you never need to do it anymore, AI is totally changing the game. But if you've watched the other two videos in this series, and if you haven't, they're in the description below, we've already talked about how AI requires SEO to even work. And to further make that point, Google and AI search still needs one thing in order to work: your content. This point matters because without your SEO optimized content, Google and other AI search tools are not able to understand what your content is about and even be able to retrieve it and show it in its answers. So if you want any chance for your content to come up in an AI conversation or an AI overview, you have to do SEO. So I'm going to go over several reasons why SEO still matters and why you should focus on it. The first reason is that it produces free evergreen traffic. SEO keeps driving traffic even as AI changes search. Now you might be thinking, well, how am I getting traffic though if the AI is just giving the answer? And you're right to think that way, but now the traffic that you're getting is just different. They're using these AI tools to learn about your business and to get the answers from your business. But now the traffic intent is just changing. So instead of them going to your website like they did before to learn things, they're now going to your website to actually make the purchase or the transaction. This means that metrics like impressions are kind of the new traffic metric. Are you showing up in AI search? Are you coming up in AI overviews in AI mode? If you are, you're increasing the chances of having that really high intent traffic when they come to your website to actually purchase or make a decision on your products and services. And these impressions and high intent traffic are free if you're doing SEO. And that's a big deal to any business's bottom line. And getting impressions and traffic for free is always better than having to pay for it. For example, with paid ads, the traffic stops when your budget runs out. So it's very flash in the pan, and the thing with ads is that you're completely circumventing search or even AI conversations. You're just forcing your ad to be shown in front of people. And I think advertising is going to become even more expensive as these AI tools work it into their systems. Another reason that you should be doing SEO is that SEO keeps building visibility, like we talked about with impressions and mentions inside of AI platforms. And we all know that if your business isn't being mentioned or talked about online, you're basically invisible to your customers and you may not be in business very long. The truth is that AI favors trusted sources and SEO helps you to become one of those trusted sources online. Which leads me to the next reason why you should do SEO, which is that it builds credibility and authority. And SEO helps you to rank high on Google, which is a signal to AI. If you're creating high quality content and targeting keywords and keyword intent and answering questions and ranking high on Google, you're already way ahead of the competition when it comes to AI search. Like we talked about in previous videos, AI is not going to reinvent the wheel. Google has built a 20-year business vetting and making sure that they are trying to show the most relevant content for a user query. So when people search for something in ChatGPT or Perplexity, they're backboning off of Google. They're doing the search on Google, finding out what Google thinks are the best results, and then parsing it from there. So if you're ranking high on Google using SEO, you're already at an advantage to be able to come up in AI search. And not only that, but being mentioned in AI answers builds brand authority. And creating SEO content on multiple platforms expands your online presence. Again, SEO is changing from search engine optimization to search everywhere optimization. Instead of just creating content on your website and your blog, you now need to be creating content on places like LinkedIn, Reddit, YouTube, and so forth. The more places that you can create SEO optimized content, the better chances you have of showing up in AI search. And the reason for that is AI is looking across the web to see who's the most credible source, and it's using those signals of multiple platforms to know who they should show. Now, the next reason is that SEO is a long-term investment. And here's a real-world example of a client that we helped that was in the premier surgery space. So if you take a look at this graph, all the data points in yellow or orange are the data points based off of the SEO content and strategy that we implemented for these guys. And you can see that they were going from getting about 4,000 monthly visits to now over 60,000 visits a month. That's a 1,432% traffic increase by doing SEO. And not only that, when we started with these guys, they were only ranking for 188 keywords in the top 3 spots on Google. And now they're ranking for over 4,233 keywords in the top 3 on Google, which is a 2,151% increase. And ranking for that many more keywords in Google in the top 3 spots is going to help them a ton when it comes to AI platforms using Google as a backbone and seeing those top 3 results and mentioning them and increasing the times that this company is mentioned in their answers. The next reason that you should be doing SEO is to outpace your competition. If you aren't doing SEO, you're essentially just handing customers over to your competition. That's because if you're not coming up in the Google Map Pack, or you're not coming up on Google Search or AI Overviews or in ChatGPT, you're essentially invisible to your customers. And if your competitors are coming up online, they get the customers. Also, right now is a good opportunity to claim early visibility in AI search. With how much that AI is changing the search game, now is the time to do SEO and everything that you can to try and get yourself mentioned in those AI overviews and AI answers. Because the more you get mentioned, the more trust and brand authority you build, which is going to lead to customers. And just to reiterate this point, if you aren't doing SEO, you are invisible to your customers online. I hope that this video series on SEO was helpful, and if you enjoyed it, please make sure that you hit like and subscribe so that you'll be notified when we put out more helpful SEO content in the future. And if you want to continue your journey in learning SEO and SEO strategies, then make sure that you click this next video, and we'll see you over there.